All right, guys. Good morning. It's been a minute since I've done any videos, done any real talking on my Facebook page for obvious reasons. But sometimes you just got to be able to escape turmoil in your life and in your mind, and you have to push through it and do something to help your mind relax and not suffer stress. So I'm gonna get right into it and show you guys that have the new square style chemical pump exactly how to go through and replace the diaphragm in here. Now this unit is a 2023. It is a max heat mid-mount setup with the new square style chemical pump. It's got 323 hours on it, and it got delivered to me from Texas, and a young man out of Wisconsin actually bought it, wanted me to go through it and make sure that it is what he wants it to be and what it should be. And so that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. These Allen hex screws, 4 of them are 5mm. And so I have those already loose, as you can see. And then the hoses, one going into the pump, one coming out of the pump, and then the bleeder. Those are all been disassembled and removed. And then pulling that up. Yep, it looks brand new. Brand new. But in the event that you suspect or you've got chemical flow when you're not pulling the trigger on the wand, or even if you have the shut-off valve here shut off and you still have flow, it's possible that you either have a bad shut-off valve on your primer valve is bad, or the diaphragm's got a hole in it or been disrupted in some way or fashion, so it's constantly drawing chemical. This is like brand new. No reason for me to replace that, and it's going to go back together just as it came apart. And there's no O-ring in this style. The diaphragm is the exact same as diaphragms we've been using for years, and no O-rings at all. I just spin these in hand tight. And then spin them down with a 5mm. And this thing will self center. It'll find its happy spot and just dial these in, tighten them down kind of equally all the way around 4 corners, and then give it one little tweak on the end to make sure that they're good and tight. Once you've confirmed that, or you've replaced the diaphragm and you put everything back together, I want to say that not only, of course, you have to do some priming, but so that's tight. I also want to say this to you guys, that even though you've got all the air out of the flow meter, by opening up your bleeder valve. Even though you've got air out of the flow meter, this is open, the bleeder's open, then you close it with this shutoff valve open, of course. Just because you have chemistry up here doesn't mean that it's coming out this way. And so after you shut off your primer bleeder valve, then of course this is in the open position, pulling the trigger on the wand or opening up the hot water convenience valve on the panel will help you and will tell you that you've got actual flow going through there. Now you'll pick up on this, maybe not by watching this video, but down the road, if you have to go through and prime the system, you'll figure that out. That just because it's at the top here and you get all the air out of the top of the chemical injection pump and all the air's out of the flow meter on the panel, doesn't necessarily mean it's going out. It just means that there's no air up here. And so that's a whole nother day or another video for me to explain what has to be done to get it out. Now you can assume that if it's gonna prime up and bleed up, that you can assume that it's gonna go out the wand, and more often than not it does. But just so you know. And that's it. Tighten all the hoses back up, check for leaks, and of course prime the system, and you're good to go. So thanks you guys for being patient, and thanks for being part of the page, and thank you so much for all your love and support with my daughter. And God bless, and hope you guys have a great holiday season. Thank you.